Hmm. Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for joining. We still have got few more people to join, so we're going to give few more minutes and then we'll make it start. Right. I think let's make a start. People could join us during the webinar as well. So thank you so much for joining, spending your time on the Saturday morning and joining this webinar. I'll just briefly tell you what will happen today in this webinar. So first up a webinar, we're going to announce two big news for all the international medical graduates. And then we'll take you through about anxieties, worries, and hassles. We're going to address all those things for the international medical graduates. And then in second half of the webinar, we'll have Dr. Umar. He's going to give you another good news about the NHS program, which is going to start soon for international medical graduates. So let's make a start. Hi, and the first big news is about we have got a massive discount for all our courses that include PLAB courses, English courses. So this offer starts from 20th of December and will valid for the 5th of January till 5th of January. So all you need to do, just go on our website, hivemedicalacademy.com, and use the code HMA-25 and avail the 25% discount on all our courses. So hurry up if you're looking, if you're thinking about preparing for the PLAB exam or English exam or CPD courses, just go on the website and use this offer. Second, as I mentioned, is the Global Medics NHS program. Dr. Omar will be giving you complete details about it and how you can enroll it and how it's going to change your life and career for the medical medicine in the UK. Hi, next, I'm going to tell you a bit more about it. See, this is about uh, my profile. Next slide from need to move. Yeah, so today's webinar, yeah, we're going to discuss about the PLAB journey, how we could make your PLAB journey very smooth, very easy, and very comfortable, especially for the international medical graduates. We are also going to discuss and address the common challenges, the problems or worries you come across during your PLAB journey. So before that next is about just about this is me being an international medical graduate. I completed my PLAB journey After that, I have been a junior doctor and then a completed journey from junior doctor to consultant. And I have been educational supervisor, clinical supervisor. I have been a mentor for junior doctor, and I have been mentor for ANPs and pharmacist. Then we have got Dr. Umar. He's the co-founder and he's academic lead for Hive Medical Academy. He also brings 20 years of diverse experience. He's been a tutor in Manchester University. He's been a OSCE examiner. He loves his teaching, training, and he has been a mentor, a clinical supervisor, education supervisor for junior doctors, for ANPs, for pharmacists, and foundation program examiner as well. Right. So while we have been in High Medical Academy, we have spoken to thousands of doctors, especially the international medical graduates. So during these discussions, we mainly focus to know what are their worries when they plan their journey. Our aim is to make their journey very pleasant. So after speaking to thousands of junior doctors and international medical graduates, we managed to compile a list of the questions, list of the concerns, worries, and obstacles when they plan their journey, or what are the main worries. So we have compiled the list here, which we are going to address one by one. But I would request everyone, because quite few people are there. So if you guys have got any other concerns, worries, or obstacles which you think which are main hurdles when you're planning to take the PLAB exam, please just inbox us and we will address those as well, unless if we have missed something. So when an international medical graduate is going to plan for a moving to a different country, the most important, the first thing will come financial pressure. Or how I'm going to manage the exam cost, how much is going to cost, where I'm going to get the training, what are the other associated expenses, where I'm going to live, how I'm going to manage, apart from the exam fee, what else I need to prepare my finances. Visa and immigration process, is it very complicated or is it very easy? How I'm going to get it? I never been out of the country. We came across so many doctors. They say that, oh, sir, we never traveled anywhere alone. So how are we going to move from our country to the, who is going to help us in the visa application? What it will take for the immigration process? So next is of the balancing the responsibilities. So because this PLAB journey is not just for the fresh doctors, you can prepare for the PLAB journey at any stage of your career. So obviously most of the doctors they will be working. So how I'm going to juggle around your, your study commitments, you have got personal life, you have got family life, you have got work. So how you're going to get balance in this one, and when you will get the time to study. Then cultural adaptation, moving to a different country is not easy and easy to see. And obviously, you need to think about it. You're completely going to, if you're working, you're going to sacrifice your job. You're moving for the better training, better career opportunities, for better opportunities for your family as well. So how are you going to adapt to the UK culture? Who is going to help you? Is it easy to settle into the NHS? Is it UK culture is a multicultural society? Are they going to accept me or not? So these are the concerns. We're moving to the next slide. Are the key challenges faced? You could see that all of these key challenges I have highlighted in the red, so that we see that these are the things, these are the worries people mainly consider that okay, yeah, these are the problems and everything. Then again, once you have sorted out your things, your work life balance, and you know that you're ready to do it, then next thing you're going to think that okay, when should I apply? Should I apply when I'm in final year of medical student? I'm fourth year. Just after my graduation. Should I apply once I have completed my internship in my country, or should I wait for it? And how I'm going to prepare? I studied in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. Our exam system is completely different. What's the PLAB and how I should prepare? There are millions of resources available widely on the internet. With the digital world, we have become so digitalized. But all these resources are very reliable. Are they credible? I'm going to pass my exam. Should I trust them? Have those people who are providing these resources on YouTube, on the TikTok, and those things, are they really going to help me to pass my exam and help me to practice in the UK? So these are really many worries that who should I trust when you have got the billions of options. You need to really do have to do your own due diligence and need to consider that how who is going to help me. The aim is that you need to pass your exam. Should I join an academy or do it alone? As I said, that obviously there are, as far as you have got the proper guidance and support, and you have done your research work, that which academy, what resource is going to help me to pass my exam. Again, as I said, the visa, would I get the visa, PLAB visa? Where will I book my ticket from? Where I'm going to live in the UK? I'm moving to the different country, so where I'm going to live, how I'm going to commute from my academy, from my accommodation back and forward, and how am I going to get job in NHS? Is it, if I pass my PLAB, would I get the job or not? How do you ensure I'm ready to work in the UK? I'm moving. This is a big transition from your country, from your NHS, your style of the practice in your country, and moving to the completely different country, different style of a healthcare system. Am I ready to do that? So, moving to the next slide, uh, we have got some more key challenges. Right. See, when you are planning to take another exam, you have done your MBBS or MD or MBCH and you're moving to different things. So taking another exam, so there's one thing which always there, that am I going to pass my exam in first attempt? Ah, there is the fear of failure. What resources or who I need to hold my hand to make sure to reassure me that I'm going to pass my exam and I'll be fine. And guidance again, despite we have got millions of resources available on the internet, still people are confused and they are worried about that. What sort of the structure I need, what sort of resources I need to use. Is there any comprehensive study plan for the PLAB? Is there any comprehensive guidance is available? Is there any sport who are going to, are there any academy, or is there any person who is going to hold my hand from day one and say, okay, I will stand with you from day one and make sure you pass your exam, you get your job, you change your status, and you get your family here. These are all the worries. Cultural system and transition from one culture to another culture, it is a big decision, a big worry for people who are traveling first time from one country to another country and in a completely different culture where the language is different, people are different, environment is different. How are you going to adapt there? Obviously, you need somebody who is going to do that. So coming to the next slide, we have got while speaking to many of our international medical graduates, I said thousands of medical graduates, international medical graduate, we come across and we do the communication very regularly with them. Because we are here to facilitate them. So when we come across to speak to them, and we know that, ask them, What are your worries? Why you don't want to have a better life, better training, and better career?" The things they mention about the myths, there's so many means. I'm surprised that despite we have got everything in our hand, we have got smartphones. Everybody has got smartphones. We have got everything in our hand, but still there are so many myths. And most of the countries, the doctors they think like first PLAB is very easy than other exams. No, it is not. As far as you have got some proper guidance, proper resources, yes, then it is easy. But if you think no, it's a PLAB is like any other exam, it is not. It is a hard exam and it is different. Passing PLAB is going to give me the guarantee for the job. No, not at all. Passing PLAB is just like you have passed another test and it's a piece of paper. Unless you get the job, this is just a piece of paper that says that you have passed your PLAB. To get the job, there is another journey starts. How are you going to get job? Who is going to help you? Who is going to guide you? Who is going to review your CV? How are you going to get your clinical attachment? How you going to get the NHS induction, how you get into the system to know how the NHS system works. And if you don't have anybody and you say that, okay, I have passed my PLAB, I have got these certificates, go for the interview, I don't think so it will guarantee you any job. So passing PLAB is not guarantee for any job. UK culture and medical practices are too difficult to adapt to. Another is a big myth about that, saying that okay, UK culture is very hard to adopt and they are different, and NHS practice is very hard. No, it's not. As far as you have got somebody like Hive, where Hive provides you proper support and guidance and provide you that foundation which needed for that successful transition from your culture, from your country, from your practice style to the UK, you don't need to worry. But if you don't have that proper support and guidance for that transition, you will struggle. You won't get the job. You will have your 6 months visa, After 6 months visa, you have to leave the country. So those 6 months very, very crucial. So yeah, these people say that it is hard. No, UK culture and medical practice is not hard. The problem is they lack the guidance, they lack that support, they lack that foundation which is needed uh, to transition from one culture to different culture, from one healthcare system to a different healthcare system. Again, another people say that, yeah, you can retake PLAB unlimited times. No, it is not like that. None of the exams in any country, they will give you unlimited attempts or unlimited times you take it. To clear it, you have got allowed 4 attempts for the PLAB 1 and 4 attempts for the PLAB 2. So during these 4 attempts, you have to pass your PLAB exam. So if you could not pass your PLAB 1 exam in 4 attempts, but still you are keen to take your PLAB 1 exam, what you need to do, you need to provide to GMC the evidence that you have taken extra training, you have completed some other studies, only then you can request is make a special request for the fifth attempt. Only you have got the 4 attempts. Your PLAB 1 will be valid only for the 2 years. Within 2 years, you have to clear your PLAB 2 exam. Again, PLAB 1 is happening 4 times in a year, every February, every May, every August, and every November. PLAB 1 exam you can take anywhere in your country, wherever you are, anywhere in the world, in your country, you can organize it, it's online, you can take it. PLAB 2, again, 4 attempts you have got, and it happens every day. And PLAB 2, you can take only into the UK in Manchester, where we are based, just few minutes drive from exam center we are here. So you can start, you can take your PLAB 2 as soon as you have passed your PLAB 1, get your epic verification, you can do it. Again, you have got the 4 attempts for the PLAB 2. Unfortunately, if you can't pass your PLAB 2 within 4 attempts, obviously then you have to uh, make a special request to GMC, providing that you have taken some special training. Like the people who have been in the system, they have guided you, they have supported you, only then GMC will allow you for the fifth attempt. So continuing about myths about the PLAB journey, please keep putting your question down in the chat box and we will answer all your questions. And if anything you want to ask, just feel free to ask. Right. So other myth is about PLAB is only for the junior doctors. No, it is not for the junior doctor. Any doctor at any stage of their career, any stage of their medical career, they are eligible to take the PLAB. Age is not any limit. Better if you want to become a consultant in the UK in NHS system in a few years, better you start taking from final year. Start preparing for the PLAB from final year. All right, you can't prepare for PLAB while working full time. Again, this is a big myth, and most of the doctors they can't achieve or they just become reluctant to start preparing for the PLAB. They say, "Oh, we are working full time." No, it's not. As I said, as far as somebody like Hive is there who is going to give you the proper plan. Once you register with us, you will get the proper plan and you will know how to prepare it and how to bring the balance between work and family and exam life. Meeting eligibility. I will be explaining the eligibility criteria for the PLAB 1 in the next few slides. Then after PLAB, you'll start working immediately after PLAB. This is another big myth that no, as I said before, passing PLAB is not going to guarantee you that yes, you are ready to work as a doctor. No, it is not. There are lots of things. Your real struggle, real journey will start after passing a PLAB. Because if you have passed your PLAB, you haven't got the job, then it's not going to take you anywhere. Yeah, it will take you back to your home after a few months because your visa will expire. Then you really need somebody like Hive who is going to hold your hand after passing PLAB. Okay, yeah, let's get the clinical attachment. Let's review your CV. Let's get your NHS induction. Let's create your job profile. Let's send you this hospital. They are happy to have you. So real struggle will start after your PLAB exam, PLAB 2. You can pass your PLAB 1 without clinical knowledge. Not at all. This is a big myth, and people who are thinking about that, that's a big myth and big confusion. No, not at all. PLAB 1 is basically what they do. They assess your clinical knowledge. They assess how good you are. PLAB 1 is all about your clinical knowledge. So it's not that you can pass without the clinical knowledge. PLAB 2 centers are available worldwide. No, not at all. PLAB 2 only in the UK, in the Manchester, nearby our office where we are based, just few minutes drive from Hive Medical Academy, the GMC center where you will take your PLAB 2. Only in the UK, PLAB 1 you can take anywhere in the world. Right, moving to the next slide. I will explain. Right, right. If I want to summarize, just you guys could stop me if I'm speaking very fast because we have got lots of other things that Dr. Umar is desperately waiting to join as well. So that's why I'm trying to cover as much I could do. But definitely, please put your questions in the inbox if you have got anything. If you're missing any concerns or worries, we will definitely address those. So if I want to summarize, for any international medical graduate who wants to plan a journey to come to the UK for the better training, better career, better life for himself or his family. Most important things, concerns are that how they're going to know about the PLAB exam, what's the format, how it's going to happen, what's the difference between PLAB 1 and PLAB 2, how they're going to prepare for their English proficiency test, and how they're going to manage the financial strain, or visa, immigration concerns, emotional and psychological stress. Obviously, you're moving from one country to a different country. You're moving from some people to different people, different environment. How you're going to adjust it? Who is going to pick you up from the airport? Where you're going to live? How you're going to travel? How you're going to speak to local doctors? Time management and study planning. Again, it's you have got time. You need a time plan from day one to till you get the job. You should have the proper planner, proper schedule. Post-PLAB expectation. I'm expecting that, okay, once I have passed PLAB, that will guarantee me job. No, it's not like that. So these are what is additional support required. Sometimes some doctors they need additional supports, and we fully support them. Adapting to the UK healthcare culture and system and preparation. What lacks? Where should I go? Who is going to help me? Billions of resources. How should I get it? So if I move to the next, I will tell you about now. Right. We discussed all the concerns, worries, obstacles, and the problems which potentially could stop you moving from one country to other, or moving from your country to a better career, from your healthcare system to a different healthcare system, and getting a better opportunities and having a better training. Now we're going to give you solution, right? So I'm just going to tell you, if you want me to summarize in one sentence how we help and how Hive Medical Academy has been supporting, facilitating international medical graduates for decades. One thing I would say, if you want me to summarize in one thing, I would say you are at the heart of everything. At Hive Medical Academy, you are our main focus. Our main aim is to provide you the best resources, provide you the best tools, and provide you the best support so that you could achieve the best in the UK individual healthcare system. So this is our aim. So you are at heart of everything. You are our main focus, and we provide solution for everything, anything. This is what Hive do. This is one sentence summary of what Hive and what Hive have been doing as supporting international medical graduates. You are everything for us. And it is our responsibility when you are with us, it is our responsibility to hold your hand from the day one till you get the job. We will do everything for you. So, what else we do, how we do it, right? As I said, been in NHS for 20 years. Dr. Umar, he's academic lead. He's been in NHS 20 years. And we have got our English tutors who have got brings another 20 years of experience. So we have got all experienced, dedicated, honest, hardworking people behind the Hive Medical Academy. What they do, we have prepared everything from the scratch as per GMC blueprint for the UKMLA and PLAB. We have the comprehensive training preparation for the PLAB one. We have a comprehensive training for preparation and courses for your English and OET classes. We have got support for your mental well-being. We have got experienced and dedicated people who will support you, who will mentor you. We have a group of the doctors where you could join and you could do your networking. We have got uh, practical guidance for the UK medical environment, how you're going to transit from one phase to another phase. We have got connections with the hospitals where we will provide you clinical attachment. We are working closely with many other organizations where you will have the exposure to work with them to learn more and make your journey very pleasant, very smooth. So all these things, these solutions, they are providing solution for every worry, every concern, every obstacle. So you name it, Hive is the solution. Fine. If you want to know how we have been helping, there are lots of feedbacks on the Google review on our website. You can have a look at. We have got several videos of the doctors who have been uh, coming through the Hive Medical Academy. They have done the journey. They are working successfully. Some of the junior doctors, some of the consultants. So you can please feel free to go on our website, click on the Trustpilot reviews. You can have the Google reviews. You can check our media gallery, and all those things are widely available. And you can check our own YouTube channel as well. Hi, moving to the next. Right. Yeah, as well, we are addressing the solutions. So clarify some of the myths. People are saying that am I eligible or not, and giving some more information how we could do it. So PLAB journey. If you are an international medical graduate, what you need to take the PLAB exam and what you need to start your beautiful career. You should be a medical graduate, one of any of the recognized university. Pass your English test, IELTS or OET. Pass your PLAB 1, pass your PLAB 2, get a clinical attachment, get GMC registration, start job. These are the only things you need to start your career, and I will stand with you from day one till you get the job. How it works, next slide, if we move into the next slide. Right, briefly about the training, because also there are some myths about the training system in the UK. Some of the doctors we came across, they said that we is the training is not paid in the UK, what's the foundation program, and what will happen, how I'll become the consultant. So foundation program, before foundation program has replaced previous PRHO and NSHO. When I started my training in 2000 in the UK and NHS, I was a PRHO and SHO, then moved to registrar consultant, this are more. But after that, 2007, they introduced the MMC, Modernizing Medical Career. Then they brought in the foundation program. Foundation program has completely replaced the previous PRHO and SHO. So any fresh graduate from the UK or anywhere in the world who has international medical graduate, who has completed his PLAB program, who has passed his PLAB, they are eligible to apply for the foundation program. Foundation program is 2 years training, FY1, Foundation Year 1, and FY2, Foundation Year 2. In FY1, you will have 3 rotation in different specialties, 4 months each. In FY2, you will have again 3 different rotations in different specialties, 4 months of each rotation. The aim of this is to give you taste and exposure of different specialties. So you should know what you like. So you will be in far better position after completing foundation program. You'll be in far better position to decide, okay, yeah, I did medicine, I didn't like it, but when I went to surgery rotation, oh yeah, that's what I wanted. So you are far better position to decide yourself either should I apply for specialty training into medicine, into surgery, in gynae, or in ENT. So 2 years, all these 2 years training is completely paid. Starting pay starts from 36,000, then you can do the locum per hour rate. That's on top of your basic salary. So foundation program, 2 years program, paid rotation, paid training. You will get in primary care rotation, you will get in hospital. During this training, you have your e-portfolio. You will have 2 supervisors. One is education supervisor, one is clinical supervisor. They will help you in the training. This is their responsibility to help you, to support you, to guide you throughout this training. You will be completing your competencies, foundation competencies, which include CBDs, mini cases, multi-source feedbacks, order projects, presentations, teaching, everything. So those 2 supervisors will be working very closely with you to help you to go through to the next step of your training or next stage of your training. So you are on the ladder towards the consultant. So once you have completed your foundation program and for last during the last rotation, then your supervisor will guide you that what is the next. So next slide, we have got about the specialty program, specialty training program. So you have completed your foundation program. What you want to do next? So there are always several options. Some people ask me that I don't want to go into training, so I should not come. Then there's nothing for me. No, it's not. You have got multi-million opportunities. If you don't want to go to training, there are non-training posts as well. So, but let's focus on the training post. If you have completed your foundation program and you have learned better which specialty, which specialty you want to go, which you like it, either medicine, gynae, surgery, so you have to apply for the specialty ST training program. ST training programs, there are 2 types. One is ST and one is DPST. If you want to become a GP or you want to go into a primary care, then you need to apply GPST training. GPST training is of 3 years, 2 years, different rotations, 4 to 6 months each in a hospital, and 1 year you will spend in a GP surgery where you will have a GP trainer, GP supervisor, educational clinical supervisor. During these 3 years of GPST training, you have to pass your two exams. GP, MRC GP Part 1, which is called AKT, and MRC GP Part 2, which is called CSA. So once you have passed these two exams during 3 years, then you will get the CCT, Certificate of Completion of Training, and you will become a GP. You can work as a primary care consultant or general practitioner in the UK. That's the GP shortest training, 3 years training, to MRC GP exam, Part 1, Part 2, you become a GP. Short, clear, easy. If you want to become a consultant, you want to stay in hospital, you want to go in medicine, surgery, you have to apply according to the specialty. You apply for medicine, you will start training ST1 to ST7. During these 7 years of training, you have to pass your MRCP Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. And then again, after that, you will do your CCT, Certificate of Completion of Training exam. And then you could become a consultant, or you will come on the specialist register on the GMC register. So if you want to go to surgery, again, you have to apply for the surgery, you get it. All these training, let me tell you again, all these trainings are completely paid. None of your work will be unpaid. Everything will be fully paid. You will get fully paid. You could do extra hours, get locums. You have got plenty of opportunities. If you don't want to go to training, you have done your foundation program, or you are international medical graduate and you have don't want to do foundation program here and you don't want to go into training, still nothing to worry. There are lots of opportunities. What you need to do, if you have done your foundation program in your, or you have done house job, or you have worked few years in there, you would have the references of your training, what you have done there. Bring those competencies and I will guide you what you need to get. Bring those, and here you can apply for the non-training post, non-training SHO, non-training FI1, non-training FI2. These are the non-training posts. When there are gaps in the post in the hospitals, then you can get it, apply for those jobs. And if you have worked as a SHO non-training post, then you can apply for the SOS, staff grade post. You will become the staff grade, which is equivalent to registrar. Whatever jobs the registrar doing, you will be doing. The difference is registrar is in a training program and staff grade is a non-training post. Your pay will be almost same. You could do locum. And once you have done your registrar 5, 6 years, you can discuss with your local hospital, local trainer, either you are eligible to apply for the locum consultant. So there are opportunities, there are so many opportunities, and there are ways to get into because there is so much demand for the doctors. According to GMC Workforce Report 2023, there are 52% of the doctors are international medical graduates, and this need is increasing every year. So we are waiting for the 2024 report. We will share with you guys that how many more doctors we required in the NHS to cope with. And next, if we go to next slide, right. Most important, guys, please make a note of these things. If anybody who is taking PLAB 1 soon, this is very, very important. You must know on the PLAB 1 and exam day what you need to bring with you, what you should do. This is very, very important on the PLAB 1 exam day. And then again, anybody who is taking the PLAB 2, you must know and read these guidelines of what you should bring with you on the PLAB 2 exam day. PLAB 1 exam day, because if you have not taken these things with you, it will be a problem. And PLAB 2, again, if you don't have these things, this will be a big problem. As I said, to the next slide. Right, to summarize, again, we discussed everything, we addressed your worries, concerns, then we provided you the solution. The solution is Hive. Anyone, anywhere thinking of taking the PLAB 1 exam or moving to the UK, close your eyes, contact Hive. Hive will do everything for you from day one till you secure your job and start working here. And as I said, there is a Dr. Umar is going to give you the more details NHS about the NHS program, and registration enrollment will be starting very soon with NHS program is one of the best program for international medical graduates who are planning either they're in final year of medicine or they are just graduated or they're any stage of their career. This NHS program will change. This will be the game changer for international medical graduates because it will attract them, it will secure them, it will give them peace of mind, and it provides them safety and security that yes, this is your journey is safe and secure. Moving to next slide. Hi, this is Dr. Umar. I leave with Dr. Umar. He's going to give you the more details about it. Briefly, I will mention about the benefits, right? Right, so if you're working hard, you have come from, big journey, so you would not be without any benefits. NHS will provide you so much benefits. Right. First thing is you get the paid leave, 35 to 41 days, enjoy your holidays. That will bring the clear balance in your work family life, enjoy your life. You will be easily getting mortgage to get the new car, you get the new house, family house, first house, second house, whatever. So you will get it will be very much facilitated in NHS. Flexible training program and flexible job hours, like you want to do part-time, you want to work once in a week, twice in a week, and you want to do just weekends. You have got the option. Choose it. Yes, flexible. You have got plenty of NHS discounts on so many things. Either you want to buy grocery, bread or eggs, or you want to buy a car or anything else, there are plenty of discounts. There are apprenticeship schemes for your children. Anybody, you want to go into apprenticeship, there are plenty of schemes where your children can apply, and you have got so much other benefits like NHS pension, one of the best pension in the world. Like NHS is one of the best healthcare provider. Similarly, NHS pension is one of the best NHS pension, so you will benefit from that as well. So your career, once you have been working hard, it is full of so much benefits, and there's so many more. As I said, at the Hive, you are focus of everything. We put you at heart of everything. You are center of everything. What we want, just focus on your study. We will do everything for you. Our aim is to get you through this journey while holding your hand and getting you a job in the NHS. This is what we want. So I think that's again once more time. I will say that guys, if you want to avail a big offer, that's a 25% discount. That's a very massive discount. This offer is going because, as I said, our aim is to facilitate all international medical graduates. So please avail this offer, massive offer, 25% off. This starts from 20th of December and it will stay on till 5th of January. What you need to do, just go on our website, hivemedicalacademy.com, use the code HMA-25 and avail this offer. On PLAB courses, on English courses, on CPD courses, whatever courses are there, you will get this offer 25% off. So I'm going to stop here. I think I've been speaking too much. I'm going to hand over to Dr. Umar and to take things from there. Thank you so much, and please keep putting your questions in the chat box, and we'll answer all your questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Shakil. Thank you for that very comprehensive presentation covering all the worries, the whole journey, and how Hive can help. So I'm just going to speak a little bit about, excuse me, the academic side of things. So if you just give me a second to just get my slideshow sorted, I'll be right with you. Okay. Right, let's open that one. Sorry. Sorry, guys, just bear with me a second, please. Sorry, just having some technical issues. Always happens to somebody. Today it's happening to me. Right, so let me just find that again. Okay, reopening that again, and hopefully this time it will work. Let's try and screen share now. There we go. Okay. That's better. So hopefully you should be able to see my screen now. If you can't, somebody please let me know, but hopefully you should be able to.
Yeah, we could see it. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Right, so I'm gonna speed through some of the slides because I'm sure everybody knows about PLAB and the different parts, but it's still useful to just refresh over it every now and then, just so we're all clear, because there is a lot of misinformation out there. Um, IMGs are confused. We speak to lots of IMGs, and there's still some of the basic things that they don't quite understand, or they've been given misinformation. So PLAB, what is it and who is it for? PLAB, which stands for the Professional and Linguistic Assessments Board exams, is the licensing exam for international medical graduates. That's all of you guys who have graduated from medical school from outside of the UK and the EU, and it's set, delivered, and assessed by the GMC. So everything to do with the exam is dealt with by the GMC, and obviously we are here to help prepare you for these exams. So just briefly, again, do you actually need to take the PLAB? This slide looks very complicated. I'll summarize it very quickly. If you are somebody who graduated from medical school outside of the European Economic Area and outside of the UK, then you will need to take the PLAB exams if you want to work in the UK. Just briefly, before I move on to the next part, it's always useful for me to mention here about the UKMLA, because of course this year that came out. Again, a source of lots and lots of confusion for IMGs, even for doctors in the for medical undergraduates in the UK and those in Europe as well. So very quickly, if you are at medical school in the UK, then you will be sitting the UKMLA at the end of your medical studies to allow you to practice in the UK. So that's if you're a UK-based medical graduate, and you will be sitting the UKMLA Part 1, which is called the AKT, which is the equivalent of PLAB 1, and then Part 2, which is the equivalent of PLAB 2, and that is called the CPSA, which is the Clinical and Procedures Skills Assessment. This is for UK graduates only. If you are an international medical graduate, you will still be sitting the PLAB exams, PLAB 1, PLAB 2. The only difference is now that the PLAB curriculum is now compliant with the UKMLA curriculum. So you will be sitting, you will be tested on the same things that a UK medical graduate is tested on if you are an IMG sitting the PLAB exams. So if you're somebody who went to medical school outside of the UK or the European Economic Area or Switzerland, you need to do PLAB. Okay, so, and as we said, guys, if there is something you want to ask, anything you're unsure about, just drop it in the chat box. We'll deal with it at the end. The first step is your English proficiency. You have to prove that you can speak, listen, communicate, write, read in English. Okay, there's two ways to do this. There's the IELTS exam, which has been around a very long time, and then there's the OET, which is the Occupational English Test. So both are valid. However, doctors tell us that in their experience, the OET seems to be slightly easier, if we can say, or it's probably better to say it's more focused towards healthcare professionals. And IELTS, you need a particular score to show your proficiency, and the same is true with OET also. After that, of course, you have the PLAB exams themselves, PLAB 1 and PLAB 2. PLAB 1, as we know, is a written exam. It tests a doctor's ability to apply his or her knowledge to the care of patients. So this is a key point that we always feel important to highlight. Lots of medical school curriculums around the world, lots of medical school exams, postgraduate medical exams focus on recall, memory, being able to list lots and lots of facts, being able to remember lots and lots of things. PLAB 1 And in general, UK-based medical examinations are not about that. They are about applying your knowledge to the care of patients. So in PLAB 1, you will have to cover common conditions. So common conditions are things, of course, that occur commonly, important ones. These are life-threatening or life-limiting or conditions that cause a significant impact on people's lives. Then you have acute conditions as well. So things that will present to accident and emergency, or what's otherwise known as the emergency department or the emergency room around the world. And then you have also management of long-term conditions, which are seen in primary care as well as in secondary care. So it covers, the curriculum is very, very big. If you are interested, go to the GMC website, have a look at it's now called the UKMLA blueprint because it's just one now. So the curriculum is one for both exams. Have a look, you will see how big the document is, how many conditions are listed, how many procedures, how many, there really is, it is a massive document. And so the curriculum is huge. PLAB 2 is an OSCE-based exam. Everyone will hopefully be used to OSCEs. OSCEs are where you are assessed in a real life kind of scenario. There is an examiner, there is you, there is a patient or a mannequin or a model. And then you either have to take a history or examine, or take history and examine, and then discuss with a patient. And of course, there's, this can be a critical care kind of scenario or urgent scenario, or it can be a kind of routine history taking scenario. So PLAB 2, again, all the questions relate to current best practice. And this is another important point to highlight that of course, you may be very experienced in your own country. You may have done fantastically well in medical exams there, and that will all help. Any clinical experience will help. It's not essential, but it will help. However, to pass these exams, you need to be able to understand and apply the evidence-based medicine that is taught and practiced in the UK. And this is why this requires guidance. It requires a putting together of resources, which of course we have done for you. And so all you have to do is just study the resources that we have prepared, and then you will be able to pass these 2 exams. Just a little bit more detail about the PLAB 1 exam, multiple choice question, 180 questions, 3 hours. That means 1 minute per question. Each question is a short scenario followed by the actual question itself, and then you have to choose the right answer, or what is the most correct answer out of 5 possible answers that are given. Again, you're probably very familiar with this kind of format. However, in future webinars, when we have a look at some questions, or if you've seen them already, you may see that they are worded slightly different to what you're used to. Exam technique is possibly much more important. Your ability to comprehend what you're actually reading, know what the question is asking, all of these kind of things are much more important for passing this exam than just knowing thousands and tens of thousands of facts and being able to recall them. Just before I go into the kind of typical breakdown of the PLAB 1 exam, so on the right-hand side here, obviously our PLAB 1 Premium course, which includes access to course tutors, that's myself, Dr. Shakil, the rest of the team, live teaching sessions, video course, audio course, 10 mock exams, which is a really big amount, and 200, it's actually 250 digital flashcards, not 200. So there's plenty of resources. Everything you need is all there in one place for you to pass this exam. Just quickly go through the typical distribution of a PLAB 1 exam. Now, obviously, this is an average kind of figure. So general medicine, as you'd expect, will make up a large chunk of the questions. So usually around 30 to 35%. General surgery, again, as you'd expect as well, would make up a big part. Surgery, sorry, that's general surgery, including subspecialties, so up to 20%. Then we move on to the major specialties, pediatrics, 10 to 12%, obs and gynae, 12 to 14%, psychiatry, 8 to 10%, emergency medicine, 10 to 12%. And then we get onto the smaller topics, which you might think that is not important to focus on because it's a small number of questions. So ethics, professionalism, communication, etc., 5 to 8%. However, remember that every single question, every single mark counts. And, it is important to understand and be able to apply your knowledge in all of these areas. That also applies to statistics. It's one of them topics that you either like or you hate, but it makes up to 5% of the questions in the PLAB exam. So that can be 5 to 8 questions. Now that 5 to 8 questions could be the difference between a pass mark and a fail mark. So it is important to understand what the areas that you're going to be tested on and obviously study for them properly as well. We then have clinical pharmacology. So that's knowing about drugs, safety, adverse effects, indications, interactions, all of these kind of things. That can be up to 8%. Public health, preventive medicine, up to 5%. Ethical dilemmas and medical legal scenarios, again, up to 5%. So, as you can see, if you think you are very good in general medicine and in surgical specialties, that makes up between 45 and 55% of the questions. So around about half. But even if you got all of them right, and you haven't done peds for a long time, obs and gynae for a long time, psychiatry, emergency medicine, you're not particularly good on, and then all the other smaller topics, you are going to struggle in this exam. So it's important to be able to understand the curriculum, know how to study for it, and know how to actually apply yourself in the exams and on exam day, and then you have a good chance of passing. And of course, that's where having a guide, having an academy that has had people pass through and pass these exams is extremely important for you. So PLAB 2 exam, you have 18 stations. It's actually 16 of them are scenarios, 2 are rest stations. Again, another long exam, over 3 hours. You get a minute and a half to read the scenario before you go into the station and then actually go into the role play and speak to the patient or start managing the scenario as it is in front of you. So again, on the right-hand side there, we've got an example of one of our PLAB 2 courses, which is our top PLAB 2 course. What does this include? It includes full access to our online video course, which is absolutely massive. It's got hundreds of cases, data gathering, breakdowns, explanations, practice cases. In fact, it's over 1,000 of these things all put together. Examinations and procedures, then up-to-date information on clinical guidelines, and then as well, it includes our 10-day intensive face-to-face training, which is in our academy in Manchester, just a few minutes from the GMC testing center, where you will get personalized observation, feedback, coaching on how you actually conduct yourself in these scenarios. So just a few stats on pass marks. Of course, as having been a student before, having been a candidate who's entered into medical exams, you're always thinking about, what is my chance of doing well? This is the last 5 years. We don't have 2024 data yet. So since 2019 to 2023, you can see PLAB 1, the pass mark ranged, sorry, not pass mark, forgive me, this is not pass mark, this is the number of people sitting the exam who actually passed. So the lowest was 63.1 and the highest was 72%. So that's still, in some cases well over 30%, and in other cases, well over 20% of people, up to, on average, probably around 30% of people who didn't pass at all. PLAB 2, again, last 5 years of data ranges from around 62, 63% of people who sat it passing all the way to just a shade under 70%. So again, almost one third of people who actually sit these exams, unfortunately don't pass these exams. And of course, there'll be this is just a snapshot. Of course, it doesn't tell us about the number of, which attempt number these guys are on. As Dr. Shakil mentioned, you have a limited number of attempts. These are expensive exams to actually book. So if this is something you're serious about, do it properly, do it once. That's my motto. If you want to do something, do it once, do it properly. Get the proper guidance, get the proper resources, and that will give you the best chance of success. Very quickly going to mention some important study and exam strategies which are relevant to the PLAB exams in particular, PLAB 1 in particular, but these, could be taken to apply to any kind of medical exams. But for PLAB 1, as I mentioned, it is a massive curriculum. You can go on the GMC website or go on to any browser and put in UKMLA PLAB blueprint or UKMLA PLAB curriculum, and you will see just how big it is. In order to succeed, you need to plan, you need to have a plan, you need to know what needs to be covered, when you're going to cover it, how you're going to cover it. Then you need to study to actually cover that material. You then need to practice using the questions. You then need to analyze what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, and then go back, complete the circle, adjust your plan, and then cover the areas again that you're still weak in. And that's how you should do it. That's how we will do it with you. There's a few other things that are important. Learning styles. I always mention this because I reckon that not a lot of people know what is their optimal learning style. If you can get to grips with this, then you will be more efficient with your studying and your revision. The knowledge is important. I've already said this. You can be a consultant in your own country. However, if you don't have the suitable knowledge for the UK-based exams, the UK-based guidance and guidelines, then you won't be able to pass this exam. And the final thing, which is an extra point, is about exam technique. 180 questions, 180 minutes. You have to read the question, understand what it's asking, make a decision, click the correct answer in 1 minute on average. So it is a pressured exam. As I said, the exam technique is really important. You need to know what the question is asking. We have some students currently who are doing our PLAB 1 curriculum, and they are finding that they are answering the question based on what they thought the question asked, and the question was actually asking something else. And that's what we're working with them on, to getting to improve that exam technique. Keywords are really important. Keywords like most likely, least likely, next best step, and important words that like may, or all of these which actually change what the question is actually asking of you, and taking note of them, ignoring irrelevant information in the scenarios, and then doing this in a time efficient manner is very, very important, particularly for PLAB 1. So what do we propose to be able to help you with? As we've mentioned, so we've shared some screenshots of some of our courses and course kind of levels. Whether you need something that is totally comprehensive, covers everything you need to know all in one place, or you feel you need something that is customized, you feel quite confident with certain areas, you just need a little bit of help. Perhaps you need a little bit of tuition. Perhaps you need a little bit of guidance. Perhaps you, excuse me, perhaps you don't, feel that you need a full course, but you need something different. The point is, whatever it is you feel you need, have a conversation with us, and we can deal with it for you. We can prepare that for you. Whether you have a year to prepare or you only have 1 month to prepare, we will do it with you. We can do it. We've done it before and we'll do it again. So what we're trying to say is whatever it is you require, as Dr. Shakil mentioned, you're at the center of everything. And we do have comprehensive courses that are available that you can purchase, but we're not a one-size-fits-all academy, and we're happy to make you the most important person in the academy and deliver exactly to your requirements and to your teaching and learning styles. Support from the first thoughts that you have about moving to the UK and doing the PLAB exams, all the way to getting your NHS job, to getting your to even going beyond your NHS, your first NHS job, and throughout your career, will be with you the whole way. Dr. Shakil, I just remembered last time I did a little demonstration of our LMS. Is that something I should do again very quickly? Or
I think people will be waiting about the
yeah,
NHS
that's fine.
program.
Yeah, no worries. Okay.
So that's
So
available on the YouTube. So if
yeah,
anybody
we
wants
have
to watch it.
that's right. We have a short video where in one of our webinars I actually demonstrated what our learning management system looks like. So you can actually go on there, check out our YouTube channel, and you'll see our LMS there. Okay, so just the final thing before I actually talk about the new NHS program we're launching, what makes us different to everybody else? Because there are lots and lots of people who are out there, they're preparing students, and they are there as well. So how do you choose? Well, at the end of the day, you have to go with what you feel and what you believe. What we believe about medical education and what we believe about supporting IMGs in their journey to the UK is that it should be a personalized journey. It's all about you. Shouldn't be a one size fits all. Everybody's different. Everyone has different competencies, different anxieties, different requirements, and we can make the journey personal for you. Who we are. So Dr. Shakil, he's an international medical graduate himself. He went through the PLAB pathway himself. So he knows your difficulties, he knows your anxieties, he knows the challenges. Myself, I studied in the UK. I was actually born and brought up in the UK. I studied here. All my studies went through all the postgraduate training here, and then became a trainer myself, a lecturer, an examiner, and so it's our stories, our experiences that drove us to set up Hive and to make this experience available for all of you guys who need help in getting to the UK. We're always there for you. You have access to us whenever you need. You can feel free if you want to get in touch with us after the webinar. If you want to speak to some of our current students, no issue at all. You can do that. They will tell you how accessible we are and how we're always there to help support them. We never stand still. We're always improving and updating our courses. We maintain them to a high standard, and we do that continuously. And we do what others don't. And there are big gaps in the journey for the IMG from starting from their own country to their first NHS job. And what we do is we fill in them gaps, and we support everybody with the gaps so that you don't fall through. So things like concerns about visa applications, concerns about accommodation, concerns about actually I feel okay with PLAB 1, but I'm not sure about PLAB 2. I'm also not sure about how am I going to fit in a UK city. I don't understand the culture. I don't understand the NHS. I don't understand how do I behave as a doctor. All of these kind of things are gaps in the provision of services for IMGs currently. And what we do is we fill in all them gaps. And that brings me nicely to my final slide, which I'm sure you'll be glad of because it's been about an hour. So starting in January, what we are going to launch is our very new Global Medics NHS program. Essentially, it's everything we've already said. So it's the pathway to the NHS, starting from day 0 in your own country, all the way to getting your first job in the NHS, and then continued support throughout your NHS career as you grow, as you develop, and as you get more experienced. What is the program all about? It's your personalized pathway to the NHS. Remember how we focused, and so this is your personalized pathway to the NHS. So what does the program actually entail? So it is a 1-year program, so it's a full 12 months. Who is eligible for it? So if you're a final year medical student, or you are new medical graduate, fresh graduate, or you're actually very, very experienced midway through your career, late on in your career, maybe you're even approaching retirement. It doesn't matter. This program is suitable for you. What does the program cover? The program covers everything that you need to move from day 0 to a career in the NHS with all them gaps that 10 IMG journey covered. So it's IELTS OET preparation, PLAB 1 training, PLAB 2 training, all the visa application issues dealt with, all your paperwork, etc., support on accommodation. You actually have accommodation during your PLAB 2 course at our academy. And then after that, we help you with your GMC registration application. We get that done for you in a clinical environment for you to get an NHS induction, to get some experience, to get some real life hands-on experience of what the NHS is like. And then after that, we fully prepare you for your first NHS job, and that includes modifying and improving your CV, helping you submit your job application, where to submit it, how to submit it. Your first NHS job, as I've said, will be there with you in your UK-based medical career. So this is a fantastic opportunity for anybody who is interested in getting the full experience, getting full guidance, full support for the whole journey. Look out for this over the next couple of weeks. It's going to be launching. We're going to be taking enrollments from the 1st of January, and
Dr. Umar, I think there's some internet connection. We can't hear you.
more information, just reach out after the webinar. I'm now going to talk and sorry, you're saying that there was some issue with the internet connection?
Yeah, we're gonna hear you. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
No worries. Sorry about that.
I thought, That's great. Thank you so much, Dr. Umar. This is a great opportunity for all the international medical graduates. This is the NHS program. That's a 1 year program, and that will give you peace of mind, safety, security from your country to a UK NHS program. So keep an eye on our website and please do register if you're interested. If you want a secure, pleasant, and smooth PLAB journey to the UK, transition from your country to the UK, this is the best program for you. I'm really thankful. We have got Dr. Yunus Pravas.
Thank
He
you very
is
much.
going to say a few words for all international medical graduates. He's been in UK for more than 25 years. He's himself a international medical graduate. He is an ENT surgeon. He retired now, but he's a famous social worker and ambassador of Hive Medical Academy as well. So, Dr. Pravas, over to you if you want to say a few words about the international medical graduate and how we are
There is
here
a
to welcome them.
very good relationship between Hive Medical Academy and for the IMG. It's a relationship of problems and solutions. It's a relationship of difficulties and removal of the complexities. Basically, Hive Medical Academy is here to present you the solution for your problems to secure your job in NHS and taking responsibility to remove your all complexities and difficulties, turning your critical issues to make the way easy, smooth, and favorable. Best of luck. Hive Medical Academy here to help you. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank, thank you so much, Dr. Pravas. I really appreciate, and this is a great message for all the international medical graduates. So when you're coming, at least you have got reassurance that you have got somebody. You don't need to worry what to do, how to do. We will do everything for you. I really appreciate the support of Fatima, our executive member, Asma, and other people who joined. So just once again, there's a massive offer of 25% off on all our courses, PLAB, English courses, CPD courses, pharmacist courses. Just use the code HMA25, HMA-25. Go on our website, use the code, and avail this opportunity to start your beautiful career in the UK. Keep an eye on the NHS program as well. That will be available widely on our website, and you can contact us anytime if you want to know, if you want to discuss anything about it. This program is will be, as I said, this will be your life-changing program that you don't need to worry. You will join it and you will transit smoothly, quickly from one phase to another phase from your country to the UK NHS, and you will have beautiful career here. Any questions, anything, please do contact us. Um, I think nobody has got any question. We give you opportunity. We have got Alize, we have got Natasha, we have got a few other doctors. So please, yeah, go on if you have got any questions you want to ask.
Feel free to unmute yourself and ask or drop it in the chat box. Otherwise, we can speak after the session, no problem.
I think nobody has got any questions. So once again, thank you so much, all the candidates who spared the time this Saturday. That shows that you are thinking of your career. Your presence here today in the webinar, it means that you are interested. So we are here to help you, to support you. Thank you so much, Dr. Parvaz. Thank you, Asma, Fatma, and Dr. Umar. And we're going to end the webinar here. Keep an eye on our website for the future upcoming webinars, and we'll see you soon, guys. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Best
Thank
of
you,
luck.
everyone.
Allah Hafiz.
Have a good weekend.